today on Divorce Court.
I'm here today at Divorce Court because my ex-fiance wants to make our relationship work, but I feel like it may be too much damage done. He cheated, he's lied, and he makes me feel like what he did doesn't matter.
I actually like to rehash the past because every time we get into something, she brings it up.
Imari has a very bad habit of calling the police and falsifying stuff to make it seem like I'm such a bad person.
And I just want her to stop living in the past so we can move on with our future.
Right now, I don't know if I want to spend the rest of my life with Imari.
What I want the judge to tell Ashley today is that it's okay to disagree with each other.
I want him to actually show me that he cares, and if he can't do that, then there is no relationship.
Divorce Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Ashley Calhoun and Imari Huger. The two of you have been together for 5 years, engaged for 3 years, and you have one child together. Ms. Calhoun, things are complicated, but you still love him and you want to get married, but you're not sure if it's the thing to do, so you've come before me on it, before your vows. Why don't you tell me what's going on in this relationship and why you're not sure Mr. Huger is the man for you?
Okay, since the beginning of the relationship, I feel like he has been cheating. Like, when we first got together, I feel like he was dealing with me and his ex at the same time. His first birthday, like when we were together, I brought him an outfit. I paid $250 for some pants and a shirt.
How long had you known him?
A couple months.
And you bought him an outfit?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So he told me that he was going to Atlantic City to spend his birthday with his family. Okay, so he went. A couple months later, I discovered that he had a Facebook that I didn't know about. So when I went through the Facebook, I went back to the time that we first got together just to see like what was going on. And I ran across a post that he posted saying that he spent his birthday in Atlantic City with his ex. So
wearing your outfit?
Yeah, an outfit I bought you. Oh, okay.
Mr. Huger, did that happen?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, it did.
Were you... Now, sometimes when a new person comes on the picture and there's an ex, there's what I call a rough transition. You know, you kind of getting away from the ex and getting with the new girl. Do you think that that might have been what was going on, Ms. Calhoun, that he wasn't really doing cheating, he just wasn't quite separated yet?
Maybe.
Mr. Huger?
It may have been.
I gave you a grade out. You want to take it?
Yes, ma'am. I think that's what it was, because I was going through a situation with her, and then I met her, a beautiful lady, and I just wasn't sure what to do. I was still with her. I didn't break it off with her, with my ex.
Also, like, I hacked his phone, hacked his Facebook, and I discovered that he had 2 accounts. And on both accounts, he was single and looking for a relationship. But that's strange to me because how are you single? We live together.
How long were you with him before you moved in with him?
A year.
Mr. Huger, were you conducting business like a single dude on there even though you were living with her?
Honestly, at a certain point, yes, I was.
It goes beyond us living together. I was also pregnant at the time.
Your social media life, you consider that completely separate from the rest of it? I mean, how did you justify that dichotomy? You got a pregnant woman at home and you're conducting your life like you're single on the net.
It wasn't that I was conducting myself as being single. It was just that I was just being stupid. I wasn't meeting up with these females.
Oh, he was meeting up with females. He absolutely was. Because after that, I found him cheating again. He went out with his friends. They went to a bar. I got a phone call from one of his friends saying that I needed to come to the hospital because he was being rushed to the hospital because he fell and hit his head. I get to the hospital. He's talking out of his head a little bit. So I went to get his phone so I could get somebody in his family's phone number so I can call him and let them know what was going on. I get his phone, and he didn't want to unlock it. So I took his hand.
Yeah, I had a concussion.
I understand how this story's going. I'm with you. I hear you.
So I took his hand, I unlocked the phone, and I walked out of the room. When I walked out of the room, I just discovered a whole nother life. He was talking to multiple females. He had multiple dating apps. Then I'm continuing to look through the phone. I see an app that looks a little weird to me. iPhones come with calculator apps. He downloaded a calculator app. So I click on it. It's actually an app to hide pictures and videos. So I go to the app. He had a video of him laid up with another girl. Video of him having sex with her. So you had to meet her.
Talk about a smoking gun, Mr. Huger. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. It's true to a certain extent.
Well, tell me to what extent it isn't true.
Because it wasn't right after she found out about my whole social media that she found me cheating again.
That makes it even worse.
This cheating part happened after I just lost my mother.
What's one thing got to do with another? I lost my mother. I didn't cheat on my man.
Because, like, my mom was my best friend, and she died unexpectedly. Like, I just lost it. I blacked out. How
did that get you in bed with another woman?
Because
that's what I want. And I think it's pretty low, by the way, that you bring your mother's death out here as an excuse to have a woman with your child at home and you on your phone with an app hiding videos with another chick. I think that's woo.
I wasn't getting the comfort from Ashley that I needed during that time.
So they were grief counseling.
And that's the excuse that he gave me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense.
You don't believe it. I don't believe it. Don't nobody out here believe it. Don't worry about it. But I understand that he may not be the only one who's cheated.
She started talking to someone else.
Did you get mad about it?
Yes, I got mad.
He got more than mad.
What'd he do?
He called the police and had them take my truck that I paid for away from me just because it was in his name.
Mr. Huger, you say that she actually had an affair with another man. Why don't you tell me about that?
Okay, I wouldn't really call it an affair. She said that we was broken up when she did what she did.
Now, how deep is this into the relationship? Had you had the baby already?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
After I cheated and she saw what I did, a month later, she broke up with me, and then she started talking to someone else.
Okay.
How I found out is because one day I was home and helping my kids with their homework, and I called her to ask her about reading the story, and I hear a guy in the background saying, he can't read. So I'm like, the phone, we hung up. So I'm thinking like, did I just hear what I just heard? Or am I bugging? So me, being a guy, I picked up the phone, called back.
Right.
And she didn't answer. I called back again, she didn't answer. And after that, the guy picked up the phone.
But you were broken up though, right?
I wouldn't say it was really broken. She was sending me mixed signals because we were just having sex a couple of days ago prior to that.
So it was a questionable period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get mad about it?
Yes, I got mad.
You got more than mad.
What did he do?
He got more than mad.
What did he do?
I was all types of trifling bees and everything else in the world. And then I feel like every time he gets mad, even before this happened, every time he gets mad, he tried to take something away from me. Like he got mad and took the engagement ring away from me. Okay, after this happened with the other guy, he got mad, and I have a truck that's in his name. I paid for the truck. I put the down payment down. I made the monthly payments for 2 years, and when he got mad, he called the police and had them take my truck that I paid for away from me just because it was in his name.
Mr. Huger, did that happen?
It didn't happen like that, the way she said
Well, how did it happen exactly?
It happened because we got into an argument, and she was like, basically saying that she doesn't want to be here and that she doesn't want me. So I was like, okay, so find a way to take the truck out of my name and put it in your name. And she said, you know what? I don't want the truck. You can keep it. So if you want it, then call the police. So that's what I did. Because I'm not going to sit here and argue.
How old are you, Mr. Huger?
I'm 26.
You're 26?
Yes. But it's like, I was mad, I was upset and angry because I found out about the whole guy situation. Yes, I was wrong.
You did it out of anger.
I admit I was wrong. I was wrong for doing that. The stuff that I did, I'm completely wrong.
You can't tell me that you love me and you care about me, but then when you get mad at me, you'll take away my vehicle. How am I going to get back and forth to work? How am I going to provide for my kids if I can't get to work? Like, why?
When she needed to get to work, it was a snowstorm.
He took me to work in my truck.
I took her to work. I came and picked her up. I couldn't even get out of my house or even drive.
You know what? In the 2 years or whatever you've been together and all the time that you've been talking out here, that's the first decent thing you've done. The first.
Not really. I took her to Punta Cana for her birthday.
And then when we got back from Punta Cana, I found the video you having sex with somebody else.
Tell me something that's going to make me mad at her.
You can't. Exactly.
Anything. I'll take anything.
Well.
I help you out. I have a nasty attitude. I have a very nasty attitude.
Does she have a nasty attitude?
Yes. Yes. And this is what leads into everything.
No.
She has a bad temper.
She has a
very bad temper.
So you go out and cheat so she can prove how bad her temper is.
Now, I'm not saying that for the cheating part. It's just more of the when I take stuff from her.
Okay, but
when you take stuff from her, what other stuff have you taken from her other than the car she paid for? The phone?
My home.
Your home?
My home.
I have got to hear about this. You let them cuff up the mother of your child. That's what you did, right?
Yes, and I felt bad. I called to check up on her to make sure she was okay.
Let's get you an award.
No.
Would you stay with your partner if you found videos of them cheating? Tell us what you think at Divorce Court. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. So, Mr. Huger, I'm going to give you a chance to tell me the most outrageous thing or attitude she's had about anything.
My son spilled juice on the table. So she calls me. I go upstairs. I said, what's wrong? She has an attitude. My son, he used the bathroom on himself. I went to change him. And then she gets an attitude. Oh, he needs to be back.
Did you lose your mind about juice on the table and a little kid that went to bathroom on himself by accident?
Maybe I did overreact about that, but I'm already angry from the previous stuff that he did. He told the police that I don't live there and made me leave the house. So I'm already mad at him for this stuff because you keep calling the police. You have a habit of calling the police and making it seem like I'm a bad person.
How often has he called the police on you?
4.
4 times? Did you ever go to jail?
I got arrested.
For what?
For keying my truck.
But it was in his name, so did you press charges against her?
No, I didn't.
But you let him take her away?
She didn't, nothing happened.
With my kids there.
I didn't really file a report, so
but you called the police, they came and took her away?
Yes.
With the mother of your child?
In front of my kids.
You did that?
Yes, and I felt bad. I even called. No.
He felt so
honestly,
bad.
I called to check up on her to make sure she was okay. Because I was going to pick her up. I was going to pick her up. But the only reason with the whole...
Let's get you an award.
No, the whole... When I cheated, she left.
Under the advice of the counselor that we went to. And he told the police that I packed my stuff and I left. I left that house with the clothes on my back because he showed the police the copy of the lease. The copy of the lease had his name at the top as the responsible party financially and both of our names at the bottom as tenants. He only showed them the top of the lease. He didn't show them that I was actually a tenant at the house, and they took my keys from me. And all of my stuff was still there.
Where was the baby? Where was your kid?
They were there with him.
The cop didn't. The cop took my phone and scrolled through my phone to see, because they're not going to just look at one piece of evidence in the phone.
But you were there, and you're a man. No, listen to me. You're there. You're a man. The mother of your child, the cops come, and you don't say, oh, no problem. That was her car. You don't do that. You show them the phone. You show them this. You show them that. But at the end of the day, you let them cuff up the mother of your child and take them in. That's what you did, right?
They cuffed her up because of, like I said, her temper and her attitude.
Who called?
I did.
Now I'm gonna calm down and I'm coming back. You're trifling and you're a fool. You are no count and no good. You cheat at will. And you pull out a story about your mother your mother's death to justify that. You were running around taking nasty videos with other women while the woman that was the mother of your child was at home, and you would have continued to do it had she not caught you. Had you not been out, probably drunk somewhere, and fell on your head, you would have continued to do it. And when you can do her harm, take her car, put her out of the house, put her in jail, you do it because you feel like it, because you can. What a small man can you be? How small is that? And you've got and you really do believe that you have an excuse to treat her so badly. I never met anybody quite like you. And I'm sad that I met you today. And you a fool. You said it yourself. If a man's cheating on you on day one, what you doing with him day two? Don't make any sense. You ain't got any love invested in him. You got nothing with him. You just know you got news on him. He ain't no good. He's foul. He's untrue. And you didn't find out till later that he was just small and cruel. But now you know that, and you keep going back and going back and going back and going back. Guys, it's not a useful indiscretion on his part. He lacks moral character. Complete moral, and you're hurt, and I'm sad that you're hurt. I really am. But you got to take ownership for the fact that you keep running into the same propeller blade day after day after day. He showed you who he was. He showed you how small he is. He showed you how much he felt for you. The mother of his child. In cuffs, going to jail, taking your car, putting you out of your house. They said you had an engagement ring. I don't know if you were looking to give it to her or not, or decide whether you were or not, but you can't do that in my presence. I'm not going to let her lock her life down to a loser in front of me. You be a better man. Don't do what society just allows you to do because apparently there is a shortage of guys out there because you're getting away with this kind of nonsense. You should look in the mirror every day and just wither, sink to your knees about the lack of center and moral values you have. I'm disgusted and I'm ashamed of both of you. You deserve better. Do better. You got a parent now. Co-parent well. Don't marry him. He ain't no good. This matter is adjourned.
Judge Lynn showed you exactly the type of man that he is. Why couldn't you see it?
I did see it. I think that I just really didn't want to believe it.
Can you make this co-parenting thing work?
Definitely. He's a great father. It's just he wasn't a good man to me.
What are your biggest regrets?
My biggest regrets is cheating on her and calling the cops on her.
You got a quick trigger for the cops, huh? Call them a couple of times.
Yeah, I do it, but at the end of the day, whatever's done is done. I can't take it back.